Hey guys, it's me, Carrie, and it's time again for that thing that you know that I do here. I talk with coffee. Got my coffee cup. It's not very hot anymore. Kind of gross actually. Alright you guys, today I'm doing a coffee talk that's kind of like heartfelt and cute. I have a whole slew of things that I could cover that are weird or crazy or just nuts. And I'm working on another little thing where I'm doing a completely different format where I'm using some voiceover. But for today, we're going to talk about Germany's MatchMaker tree. I know, it sounds so cute. All right, so we're going to get right into it. The link for this from Oddity Central will be down below in the description as usual. And we're going to get right into it. This story is super cute. Just came out today. I mean, the story's existed forever, but I just found this today. So let's read about it. So this tree in Germany has been helping people find love for over a century. What? The bridegroom's oak, a 500-year-old tree just outside of Uten, in Germany, has its own postal address and actually receives around 40 letters every day. They are sent by love seekers from all around the world in the hope that someone will read them and write them back. With so many dating apps and services available nowadays, sending letters to a tree in Germany hardly sounds like the most effective way to find love. But for true romantics, there's really no comparison. There's just something undeniably charming about sending a letter and allowing fate to work its magic. So, the bridegroom's oak remains very popular, even in this digital age. So here is a little picture right here next to me. That is the hole, though there's another picture we'll look at in a second, where people leave the letters and they go in and find letters. And basically, if you find a letter that you want to respond to, if you go to the tree, then you take that letter and you go respond back. And that's how matches get made. I think this is super cute. There's something so magical and romantic about it. A 72-year-old postman delivering letters to bridegroom's oak told BBC. On the internet, facts and questions matched people. But at the tree, it's a beautiful coincidence, like fate. Oh, it's so cute. It's like an old movie, but it still exists. Alright, so the famous oak has been growing outside of Uten for an estimated 500 years, but it only became a facilitator of love around 100 years ago, when it found itself at the center of a now legendary love story. In 1890, a local girl named Mina fell in love with a young chocolate maker named Wilhelm, but her father, who opposed their relationship, forbade her from seeing the boy. Instead of giving up on each other, the two started exchanging love letters in a secret by leaving them in the knothole of the tree now known as bridegroom's oak. After about 1 year, Mina's father found out about their continued relationship, but instead of punishing them, he gave them permission to marry. According to local story, the lovers wed on June 2nd, 1891, under the branches of the oak tree that helped keep their romance alive. Oh, it's so sweet. So here's the tree. It's a big old oak tree. There's a little ladder because the only way to get up, you can't really tell in this picture, but to get to where the hole is, it's right here. So they had to climb up the tree to put the note in and then climb back down. So now they've got like a little thing around it, so it's all cute. People come there all the time. I'm getting all teary-eyed thinking about how sweet it is, you guys. Okay. So, the couple's story spread around Uten and the surrounding area, and soon people unable to find love the conventional way started writing romantic letters and leaving them in the tree's knothole. By 1927, it was already known as Brotgammenschicks. So, side note, I did try to look up how to pronounce that in German, and I failed, so that's probably wrong. But it means in German, bridegroom's oak. It had become so popular that the Deutsche Post assigned it to its own address and postal code, allowing people from all over Germany and even abroad to send in their letters. So love seekers visiting the bridegroom's oak need only respect one simple rule. They can check all the letters in the knothole and take with them the one they wish to reply to, but they have to put the others back for other people to find. Okay, so there you can see it a little better. There's the little knothole, so the steps actually go right up into the knothole where the tree is, or where the hole in the tree where you can drop the letters in. I wonder how big it is. Yeah, I was going to say, because it gets quite a few letters every year. So the tree receives about 1,000 letters a year, a spokesperson for the Deutsche Post said. Most come in the summertime. I suppose that's when everybody wants to fall in love. So yeah, 1,000 letters a year get put in there, and that's like average is 3 a day, even though he does say that more than that comes in the summer, so it's not quite as the same, but still, that's so sweet. So the last little question here is, does writing to bridegroom's oak work? Well, the BBC report that it has been responsible for at least 100 marriages, as well as a lot of other romantic relationships. So yeah, there's a little video. It is also in German, so I'm not going to share that here. And there's some weird stuff that was translated out here, and I'm not sure about that, so I'm not going to read it either. But it does seem, it's like the cutest little story ever, you guys. I love it. It makes me happy. I really liked, and like on that same note, when I was young growing up, and I'm sure many of you that are my age or older also had this, but I had pen pals, and that was like the coolest thing when I was middle school, a little younger than middle school. I had pen pals all over the world. It was so fun. And half the time, the only thing we would send would be like little notes or stickers to each other. And then like we had these little packets where we'd each sign it and then we'd send it to another pen pal. And we had these huge pen pal trails of people. And that's what it makes me think of. And I think it's really sweet. All right, guys, so we're going to get right into our word of the day today so that we can get out of here. Today's word of the day is decadent. It's an adjective characterized by or appealing to self-indulgence, so pleasing it almost seems immoral. The dessert was decadent. Now, that's a pretty normal sentence for decadent. Most of the time when people think of the word decadent, they think about desserts or like, I mean, nowadays, all chocolate commercials have that sex appeal to it. So it's like, they're all like, like they're all getting off on the chocolate. And that's basically what it is. It's like so self-indulgent, but it doesn't necessarily just have to be dessert. Is there something that you find decadent that isn't food? Or something that you really just feels like it's kind of immoral, that it's so self-satisfying? Tell me about that down below. And also, if you have a chance, I keep offering this over and over, but still no one's made it this far in the videos yet. If you can use today's word of the day in a sentence down below without making it painfully obvious that I have asked you to do this, you will be rewarded in SVD. That's true. You should do it. All right, guys, that is it for today. Thank you so much for coming to Coffee Talk with Carrie. If you have any suggestions of topics or things you'd like me to talk about, drop those down below in the comment section. And finally, did you know that Johann Sebastian Bach wrote an opera about a woman who was addicted to coffee? Spoiler alert, she won. You can check more about that down below in the description as well. And you guys have a great day. I'll see you next time. Bye.